A ding, ding, ding along, ding, ding, ding along, do. It's lovely weather for a sleigh ride together with you. Is that one politically correct? It's probably all right, isn't it?
I think we literally just got shadow banned there. Everything about it is far right.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name's David Crypto. I'm here with Maff. Hello, Maff. You all right?
Hello, not bad. Yeah, thank you. Getting into the festive spirit, I think.
Oh, you are. Excellent, excellent.
Well, kind of.
Yeah. Well, I've nearly got the tree out the back of the car yet.
It's kind of hanging out at the back. And just
it's only an old plastic one. It's like, I bought it about 25 years ago. So
that's actually pretty good. I mean, it's it's eco-friendly and so on. It's good, in terms of plastics and stuff.
Yeah, so, like if you. It's not single-use plastic, that's for sure. Sort of.
No.
It's had multiple uses. I suppose not that many actually. Cause you don't use a Christmas tree every day, do you? But
maybe that's where we're going wrong.
Anyway, So I just noticed. Scotty Pippin seems to kick me in the thingies yesterday. Yeah, I know. I gave up in the end. I was thinking surely it'll go back up at some point, but it just kept dumping further. Really, I just show you what I'll just try and justify my my terrible TA before we actually do some proper TA. So yesterday I was looking at this parallel channel that I drew. It wasn't brilliant, it's like got a few touch points there and stuff. And what I thought was, I thought, okay, we've come out of this, and then we kind of done a little bit of a retest just there. And then we went up, kind of realised now that if this is the case, then probably the retest is more like what's happening now, I think, maybe. If that's going to play out, it may not, or it may, I don't know. Now, the thing is, last night I did put out a video at about 11:30 UK time, GMT, UTC.
All those,
all those, for the moment. And that was obviously as a 4-hour candle was about to close, and it hadn't closed yet. So what I was looking at, if I sort of zoom in a bit, so. That would have been. Hang on. There are we? Oh yeah. Is that right? No, Tuesday. Oh yeah. Okay, so that was this green candle here, and I was kind of hoping that one might actually have a bit of gusto to it and go up a little bit. And I was hoping that these EMAs. Let me just zoom in for the people who don't know what I'm on about. So these EMAs, basically, when we started the stream yesterday, they'd actually crossed, and then, as we finished the stream, the sort of like had this big candle here that sort of dragged it all down, and they uncrossed on the 4-hour, which is a bit of a bummer. And I don't know, I was hoping last night they might sort of go back together and sort of go a bit bullish again, but it didn't seem to want to do that.
No.
Which, that's fair enough. You can do what you want, Mr. Bitcoin. And what did happen though, which I thought was quite amazing, was let me just turn off the Quadzilla. Oh, of course, when I was making the video, I actually erased my CME gap box, didn't I? That isn't even.
Oh well, yeah.
It's all right. Doesn't matter. It was. What was it? It was Sunday. What date was Sunday? Sunday was the 21st. Oh, it was solstice, wasn't it? It was 21st.
Sure.
So
it's still happening then. The $15 gap.
No, it closed. It closed. It closed. Just can't see it. Is it? Oh yeah. So I'm going mad. Hang on. Oh, there you go. So that's what. Yeah.
You're showing us on a different thing, a different screen.
Yeah. Well done. Thank you.
Thank you. Don't I get a gold star?
Well, no, you just make me look like an idiot, but that's all right. It wouldn't be the first time. Wouldn't be the first time. So yeah. So the bottom of this candle on where's it gone? Friday. So, yeah. So the bottom of the body there, right? So that was actually the CME thingy. So is that right? Yeah, 19th. Yeah. So then we opened there. So then, yeah. So last night, about 7 o'clock in the evening, came down. This one here, that was the one. So it was about 8 o'clock last night. That came down, closed the CME gap, so that was done. And then it went back up again. And then it came down again. So the CME gap from last weekend is well and truly closed. So that has gone now. So, but it was weird. It's weird though, isn't it? I mean, I don't know if it was that little $15 there that sort of dragged it down, and then it sort of came down, did that, went back up again. I don't know. It's a complete mystery, isn't it? I mean, why does that happen, or is it just one of those things that it happens because it's there? I don't know. It's like
as in the price magnet thing, like it will
well,
return.
yeah, because people expect it to go there, so therefore there's like orders placed there.
It is a weird thing because obviously the thing with order books and stuff and order flow where there are all these kind of passive orders in place, aren't there? So but it isn't those that actually drive the market. So that there being a gap there, it does seem a bit weird because I mean, I sometimes wonder if it's just that we're kind of looking at that and thinking like, oh, or like like we're kind of seeing a pattern where maybe there isn't one, or inferring into it.
Right.
If you see what I mean. So like, yeah, sure, the price went there. The price just went there. It's going to do that eventually. And it just then other times we say like, oh, that gap took 6 months to close or something like that. So maybe the price is just completely blasé to the. Except occasionally you do see it where it just closes within $1 or whatever, and yeah.
It almost makes you wonder if you can just pick out a random price and say it will probably go to that sometime next week, and then see what happens.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, especially because it's a price where it's already recently been.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. So yeah.
So, I don't know.
Anyway, that's well, that's the end of what I was going to say.
So I just completely rug pulled that one.
So your title today, the G
the gross domestic product. So
it's here, isn't it? So that is 1:30, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. So we may or may not still be online. I don't know. Maybe as a bit ambitious putting in that we'll live stream the the data as it appears, but don't know. See if we're still online, I suppose, for that.
I could always leave it running and then just put a thing saying we're not here, and then
yeah, I mean it's still live coverage, isn't it?
But leave a comment, and when we see it, we'll answer it. I could actually do that, actually, but we'll see what happens when we run out of things to talk about.
Yeah, it's true. I might just have to remember not to leave the webcam on if I do that. So,
okay. Well, you can pretend to be at work. It's fine. I'll steer the ship, and you won't get told off.
Oh, to be honest, I wasn't even thinking about that.
But
no one's around. It's Christmas time. It's just if I'd actually gone into an office, the office would actually just be empty apart from me. So, but hey, I just wanted to be paid for the day. So
Okay, yeah, fair enough. Yeah. Fair enough. That's nice. Well, should we just get on with it?
I think so.
Okay, let me just. Have you noticed the logo's smaller now up in the corner there?
Oh yeah. That fits in because you hardly notice it now. It's much more doing what a logo should be doing. It's not being noticed.
Yeah, what's it? I suppose it's supposed to be. I don't know. I don't know what the rules of branding are really. You're sort of supposed to know what it is without being told, aren't you? Sort of like.
Oh yeah, so if it is one of those ones like if they have to explain a logo or a company rename or something like that, it blends the this, that, and the other with this, and it's just like, well, so the name's a bit rubbish then, isn't it? Because you just had to explain that, and I totally wouldn't have got that otherwise.
Yeah. Actually,
Those,
just
those
sorry.
oh yeah, go on.
Oh, no, go on. Tell me what you were going to
Well,
say. 'Cause-
there's a company, there's a startup that I worked at. I could probably name them now because they disappeared like about 10, 15 years ago, just went under. But they renamed themselves to Corizon, Corizon.
oh yeah.
Let's
What,
put that in the chat.
what were they called before?
Genient, Genient.
Right.
Is a French CEO, but there was some sort of trademark thing that they wanted to avoid. It wasn't a dispute, but they wanted to avoid falling foul of that. So they renamed the company when they realised that there's already a company called Genient. They renamed it to Corizon, but there's a whole explanation behind that Corizon. So can you get, just looking at that, it's very generic, their explanation, but can you figure out from that what the name is meant to convey? It immediately conveys the following.
Right. It's got a sort of like a horizon on it.
Yeah, yeah.
So horizon. So probably looking forward, looking like this. Core. Core
Yeah.
means nothing. Core horizon.
Because they're like opposites, aren't they? In a
Yeah.
way. Yeah.
Okay. I have no idea. What do they do?
Well, it's just that. I think you got it, because it's the core and it's a horizon, so it's both what's within and what's ambitious, and we're aiming towards. So it's a kind of the thing where it's like not juxtaposition, something else. Anyway, where they're both contradicting, I suppose. So their name is wrong, because you can't be both a core and a horizon.
What did they do?
It was kind of like putting together, like, so if you had like different call center web apps and things, so a call center operative would be, so like someone calls up like the telecoms or whatever and says, oh, my phone isn't working. So they'd have to bring out their details on one web-based application, and then they'd have to like swivel their chair over to some other web-based application, bring out the details on that one, and apparently it would take ages, having to bring in details in both to get, and then there may be a third and a fourth. Apparently, it's quite common. So this thing just kind of allowed you to scrape, basically, like web scrape, take out bits from one application and bits from the other one and the others, and combine them into a single UI.
All right.
So great idea in principle. Just sort of came from someone who just kind of had the idea, but hadn't really thought too much about it. So then it's just like hire a team, like start a company, get funding, hire a permanent team to kind of just figure out what it's really going to do, and how we're going to do it, and so on. So it is essentially that. So it's kind of designing the tools, the web tools side of it, really, to be able to extract the stuff and do all that stuff. So that it's kind of a fun job, but it was just completely meaningless,
Okay.
in terms of what it did, and they ended up just not having. Well, they had one big customer, but then that customer dropped them, and then they went out of business, and that was that, really.
Okay. Oh, fair enough. Yeah, when I was in France, a friend of mine, a French guy, he said, "Oh, I've got some friends in Italy, and
Yeah.
they're installing solar panels, and they want to sort of like look at different houses and see how viable solar panels are, and
Yeah.
can they come around to your house?" And I was like, "Well, yeah, okay." So these guys turned up, these two Italian guys, and they kind of looked at the roof of my house and said, "Yeah, we can install a solar panel for, I think it was 20,000 euros or something ridiculous
Yeah.
like that." And I said, "So how long is that going to take to pay for itself?" About 20 years. And they looked at me and shook their head, said, "No, 30." And I was like, "Yeah, it doesn't really. I can't really see any advantage in that." Anyway, they were called. I'll pop it in the chat. they were called AR Solar.
So what does that convey? How much money do they pay the kind of the marketing gurus to come up with that?
And I was like, look, you can't call your company R Solar. It's like,
Well, that's perfect. I think if I'd thought if that name had popped into my head, then I'd be like, I've got to call this company that. There's no way it's not being called that.
I'll tell you a funny one though. Is I got his friend, right, and he had a mate from Essex. I think his name was something like Gordon Peter Thomas or something like that, or Gordon Peter Thompson. So in England, his company was called GPT.
GPT chat or something. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's free. Yeah. Anyway, so this was quite a while ago, and then he decided he was gonna move to Monaco, right? So he established his office in Monaco, and then he realised that when you answer the phone there, you can't say Bonjour GPT because the letters aren't right. So it actually gets pronounced like J P T, right? Which sounds like J Pete, which means I've farted. so his answer is all like Bonjour, Bonjour GPT. He's like, hello, I've farted. Which must have been absolutely hilarious. Anyway,
yeah, that's true.
And, also,
so the person calling says, "Oh, do you need a moment? Well, it's okay, I'm not in the room."
I also had some friends as well, and they were like a really posh family from like Knightsbridge or somewhere like that, and they were like very well spoken, and they had a son who was called Connor. And I don't know who knows French in this chat, but Canard, sort of like CONNARD, that word in French means something quite rude, and that was this kid's name, like Connor, and they actually changed it to Jasper. That's hilarious
for that reason.
Yeah, we're just not going to call him that because that's just a swear word in French. Anyway, but that was really funny.
That's really worth knowing. Because
it wasn't that. Yes, I was just looking at first time. Ha ha ha. It wasn't one that wasn't Canard. It was Canard. Anyway, it means something much worse. Oh dear. Oh, brilliant. Right, sorry, massive distract. You can tell it's the last week of term, can't you?
Just a bit, yeah.
It's like there's not tons to talk about. Oh, there is really. Anyway, there is. So there's
quite a lot, really.
Yeah. So let's do this. So I couldn't quite do the smooth switch over there because
I hadn't shared.
I've just suddenly thought, because I'd forgotten about the GPT thing and realized Chat GPT, in French, like chat GPT, just means it's like cat. I have farted.
Cat fart. Cat fart would be a good name for a company.
There you go, future of AI. But knowing the French, they probably don't call it Chat GPT. They probably call it, chat. It's a bit that they always mess around with things like AIDS. There is like SIDA. It's like SIDA, and rather than LPG, they have GPL, and it's like you have to kind of guess all these what they're called, not acronyms. You have to kind of guess. What would that be if it was backwards? Maybe it's always like an anagram of what it's supposed to be. But so ChatGPT is probably like TJP Shah or something.
Yeah.
Or discute. I don't know. I'll have to have a look. But it's probably
so the guy could have launched a company that's chat with GPT, I suppose.
Yeah. Chat with Gordon Peter Thompson or whatever his name was. Yeah. Anyway, what are you looking at here?
Oh yeah, it's a good point actually. So Kaz just saying, well, I thought being called Karen is bad, and officially switched by default to Kaz a bit ago. It is weird, isn't it? The name Karen just got kind of cancelled in a way. It's just, it's so unfortunate, because I actually quite like the name Karen. Just
my first ever girlfriend was called Karen, and she was gorgeous and lovely, and remained gorgeous and lovely. And then unfortunately she got ovarian cancer, and apparently she died a couple of years ago, which is a real
really
shame.
Yeah,
it was real. I tell you what was really sad about that is I went up to see my dad up in Stoke about 5 years ago, and he said, "Oh, Karen's moved into the house down the road. You should go in and see her." And I kind of like didn't really want to, because I kind of like wasn't totally happy with the way our relationship had ended, even though it was like 30 odd years ago, And I walked past the house there, and I could hear the piano playing, and that's what she did. She was like an opera singer and a piano player and stuff. Yeah. And I kind of like, I thought, that's her, And I didn't have the balls to knock on the door, and I wish I had done, because that would have been the last time I'd ever seen her,
Yeah.
But, it was.
It's the sort of thing at the time you just don't know. That's the thing.
I don't know. She might have just told me to sod off, really. But
well, that's the thing. Yeah, just anytime you see someone or get the chance to meet, you never quite know if it's generally just never know if it's that it's going to be the last time.
Yeah, but anyway, she was a Karen. But she was lovely. She was she was amazing, actually. Yeah, and
so it's just really weird how the name just kind of got targeted, like Karened, like the spotlight just kind of landed on that particular name. It's just one of those bizarre cultural things, I guess. So I actually thought this was a heckle at first, because I thought it said, "Oh, we're just going to chat until after Christmas."
We could do, but
but
well,
quite possibly. So just delete these.
Maybe
it is like Bitcoin is just in this very kind of like boring mode. It's exciting boring. It's a bit like Horizon, like Horizon. It's exciting boring, isn't it? Because there's all this like all the time that Bitcoin continues to teasingly move sideways like this. There's this build up, because we still don't really quite know if the price is just going to plummet and head down into the depths of winter and so on, or if it's just fooling everyone yet again, and in 2026 is going to be kind of a bumper year for Bitcoin, so vintage year, So while we're all tensed, wanting the answer to that, just which way is it going to go, it's continuing to do the sideways thing. So it's boring, and yet it's like every day it's like this. It's getting like tenser and tenser, well, a bit, not really, but
I must admit, I didn't do it right yesterday. I had that trade that was lovely and nice and in profit, and then I'd put a stop loss in profit, so to cover all bases, sort of thing, and then I went out, and the price came down and closed it, and I had about sort of like $20 profit, and it could have been about 200, So that was I should have just taken the profit, really, but I just didn't know. I didn't know if it was gonna sort of rocket up or come down, but I don't know. I'm finding it. I am actually finding it quite difficult to trade at the moment, actually, with this kind of like nothingy action. But anyway,
it is. I mean, because in theory, sideways chop should be very, very tradable, shouldn't it? But it's just that the range isn't all that great, I suppose. Like 2.7%, but over the course of quite a long time. It's like very, very slow scalping. So in a case like that, probably alts are a bit more tradable, if anything, in terms of like day trading, I think. Yeah, sorry, just reading the comments.
Yeah, no, I was as well. Actually, I just realised like Kaz has actually changed the name to Kaz officially. That's quite cool, actually. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Does anyone know why deed poll is called deed poll?
Like,
it's always like changed by deed poll, and I don't really know why. Wouldn't it just be because it's like one of those phrases that's exclusively reserved for someone actually changing their name, but is it an actual poll?
What, as in people have to sort of agree that it's
yeah, exactly, yeah. So is it we could put up a poll now, just is deed poll an actual poll or something, and maybe that's how they do it, just
right. It was apparently this is it was so named because the parchment was polled or cut cleanly, not indented at the edges, as in the case of a deed made by two parties. What the hell is that on about?
That doesn't even make any sense.
I'll tell you what's really annoying about hang on. So it says here,
like
the term
deed.
deed poll comes from the Old English word poll, meaning to cut or trim. A deed poll is a legal document with straight polled edges, distinguishing it from older multi-party agreements with serrated edges to prevent forgery. It signifies a unilateral declaration most commonly used today in the UK and Commonwealth for a formal name change. So a deed, okay, that's where so why a deed?
Yeah, because James is saying like a mortgage deed. Which,
a deed is a formal written legal agreement. Okay, well, okay, there you go. So poll is to do with how the paper's cut.
But then it's like spelled POLE.
No, I don't know. It says an Old English word.
Should I go back to the TA?
Probably yeah. Better we save that for the etymology channel.
Yeah, true. Oh, yeah, okay. Etymology with crypto. So, what would we do? Yeah, okay. So, excuse me, sorry. Lovely. Yeah. So essentially, I was just saying that like alts, I think, are potentially a bit more tradable at the moment, but not sure really. Probably riskier, in the sense that they, if everything is still like quite low liquidity, then like the order book is just kind of rather thin. Why has TradingView changed all my tabs to Bitcoin USD? They were different things. Thanks, TradingView. Anyway, so TradingView is also a prankster behind the scenes. Just went back, so this will get him. Anyway, so I'll reuse that tab. I guess that's got gold. Our go-to at the moment seems to be Pippin. It's the archetypal, just crazy behaving altcoin. I think it is the shitcoin of shitcoins at the moment. So, but it's I mean, at least that's got more of a. Oh, it's on the 5-minute chart. Okay, 4 hour. Just to compare like with like. Yeah, it's got more stuff going on, isn't it, on this one? So, yeah, like that sort of range, 33. So instead of like 3 or 4%, it's 33%, which is kind of nice. So, but equally, when it's suddenly just heads the other way, rip roars the other way, then it's sort of get absolutely wrecked on it. So, which sounds like one or two people that may have happened to. So what tradable coins have we got at the moment?
I don't know. Actually, Scotty's been quite busy in the chat, so maybe he's got some ideas.
Took his dog for a walk. I think came back and was underwater. Yeah, I think that that may have been was that with Pippin or possibly? So
Yeah, I think it was Pippin he was talking about.
yeah,
Yeah, same happened to me, but I haven't even got a dog.
just dragging the empty lead along. Is it? Yeah.
How stupid
Come
did
on,
I look?
come on. Yeah, well, that's a lesson learned, isn't it? Tau is in the gutter. Risk versus reward. Should have a look at Tau. But if anyone does have any other coins that they feel are tradable at the moment and worth a look, find crypto. Yeah, I'll do. So yeah, it's kind of down, isn't it? So ooh, wow, okay. At the start, probably towards the end of October, that must have been looking well good. It's like, oh, here we go, we're going into Moonvember, etc., and then along with everything else. So yeah, and that has not done well since that October high. It looks like, so, or 1st of November, whatever it was. So can that be traded? I mean, just shorting that is probably going to be a fairly safe trade, isn't it? Even down here, I'd imagine. Oh, mind you, it started ranging.
God,
Should do a bit of that.
so I'm just looking at Pippin's website.
Is it great?
Looks like it's been made by a 2-year-old. Like,
Named by a 2-year-old as well.
apparently Pippin is a unicorn.
Okay.
What's the thing with these? That, you know, the more shit your website looks, the more successful your meme coin's going to be, or something. You know, it's like because it seems to be like like a trend to sort of have like a really crappy sort of like website that looks like it's made with Microsoft
Crayons,
front page in 1997. You know,
Other GeoCities under construction and so on.
yeah.
Yeah. Is that a marketing thing? Like, so it's just it looks the part. So people are expecting something like that for a meme. So it sets the this is not something to be taken seriously. That aspect.
I mean, I think Doge or was it Shib that sort of it had like the kind of jokey sort of thing where they didn't have a white paper, they had a woof paper.
Yeah.
And it was, and it kind of said this has been designed with no utility in mind, and it was kind of like singing the praises of it being useless.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that became the sort of like a bit like the Lidl fashion brand, sort of where you can get Lidl trainers and stuff. And I can't remember what their marketing slogan was, but it's almost a kind of anti-fashion thing, if I, just wear this because it looks crap,
Just or just like basic footwear.
Yeah, but no, they did it all like Lidl colours, with like the Lidl logo written.
Yeah,
all over them and stuff.
because people like to buy cheap, don't they? I mean, casting no aspersions on anyone here, but just it's a standard thing, isn't it? So like if you feel like, oh, I want to just buy a bar of chocolate that's completely shrinkflated, I'll head to the pound store or the dollar store or whatever, and get the sort of teeny tiny kind of Cadbury's jumbo pack or whatever, so named, but that sort of thing. So similarly, like yellow, I think tends to be associated with cheapness, doesn't it, or inexpensiveness, I suppose. So like if you want something discounted and cheap, you look for the yellow packaging.
Yeah. But I don't know. So some sort of like, I don't know. I'm just looking at the Pippin site. God, it looks. Why would anyone buy this? I don't know. It's a mystery, actually. I don't know. Anyway, sorry. I digress.
Yeah, that's right. So I guess then we've briefly talked about Tau. And actually, we kind of didn't really. Let's do a teeny bit of TA on this. And then I think Kaz was suggesting some points as well. So let's do that. Got that one. Let's do it that way. And down. Just kind of doing this on the 2-day for some reason. I'm not sure. Actually, in fact, let's. I was going to say drop to the 1 day, but maybe even drop to the 4 hour. So we can redraw that a bit. So, what do you reckon there? It's kind of topping there, isn't it? Along that bit and then along. So, actually, that'll do. So, yeah, so that's kind of the range that we're rather in at the moment for Tau, which is 9, nearly 10%. Well, not really nearly. 9 and a bit percent. So that's potentially tradable. So this could be one of those things where it's because it's definitely rebounding off that lower line, isn't it? The lower level. So if we drop to, just head straight down to the 30-minute. So and yeah, it's down in the cheap seats at the moment, very much. But it does seem to have kind of bounced away from that, and then it's kind of heading up. So we're going to draw on top of that. Actually, Quadzilla's not doing much. I've got things switched off. Oh, I have, yeah. Show EMAs. So, oh yeah, I knew this. I was also going to switch on to Bollinger Bands for that, but maybe look at those on the 12-minute. I've actually there's a delivery. I've just got to go in to pick that up. Otherwise, they'll kind of take it away again. So okay. I'll be right back.
Okay, no worries. Don't know what to say really. I'm just looking at this Tau myself actually. It looks like the all-time low was on, I suppose that, yeah, it was October the 10th, wasn't it? So that went down to like 137.77. Yeah, it's looking pretty bad, isn't it? Oh dear. Let's have a look at the comments just while we're waiting for math. Okay. So you're saying Pippin just hit the 1 hour retracement. I wonder if it's the end of Pippin actually. You know, if that's if it's never going to go back up. You know, because I don't know. I just looked at the website, like I said, and it just looks awful actually. I don't know. Cash, wants to look at XMR. That's Monero, isn't it? Zcash and Uniswap. Okay. Does anyone still use Uniswap these days? Don't know. Yeah, I think Pippin is linked to Microsoft. That's what I thought, but I mean, looking at the website, I can't see. You know, the only thing I can see is it looks like it was made with front page in 1997. I think that's about as Microsoft as it looks to me, but maybe I'm wrong. Uni is a tap bullish retracement on 4 hour and 0.5 retracement. Okay, we'll have a look at that in a moment then. I love the little Parkside close. It's that. Yeah, I know. I must say that the Parkside garden tools though. I know that the girlfriend I had in 2024, she bought a second-hand lawnmower, like an electric rechargeable lawnmower, which never sounds like a good idea to me. And basically, like the battery was just dead as a dead thing, you know, and it was kind of like only about a year old. So God knows what had happened there, you know. Maybe it'd been like overcharged, or like the charger was bad or something. Anyway, but yeah, I do find with Lidl though, the veg don't seem to last as you know, seem like they've been you know, there for a long time. Where I live, there's a Lidl and an Aldi next door to each other, and I tend to get my veg from Aldi, and then everything else from Lidl. Anyway, sorry, right, just having a quick supermarket break.
Okay, bit of a supermarket sweep there, obviously.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that was really weird because I got down there and there was nobody there, and no parcel had been left or anything like that.
Oh,
another prankster, I think. Just if it's not TradingView changing all my tabs to Bitcoin, it's people running at ringing the door, or delivery men ringing the doorbell and running off.
Have you been emailed a picture of someone else's front door?
Well, it's a delivery that's for my daughter, because she's off travelling at the moment,
Right.
and basically sent home a bunch of stuff that they'd bought, and was going to be too heavy or bulky to carry back.
Right.
So they just packed it up and sent it. It's a bit extravagant, but so I don't know. She might have got an email of the wrong doorstep. So
There was
anyway,
my daughter got something delivered the other day, and they put it in the bin.
that's interesting.
It's like, the actual photo was like, well, it was the recycling bin,
Yeah,
and the photo was, she was like looking at it. She said, "Where is that?" I said, "That's the recycling bin," because I recognised the rubbish.
Yeah.
And what a stupid idea! And that was actually the day before bin day as well.
Oh, crikey, yeah. So totally could have just gone.
Well, if I was away for a couple of days, something like that,
Yeah.
Well, no, it wouldn't have actually got recycled because I didn't drag it out into the road. But yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. God, the world we live in,
The world we live in. Yeah, indeed.
So we're looking at. I guess we're looking at Tau. For some reason, I think because it's generally prices in the gutter, isn't it? It's that kind of thing. So then just think of it in terms of how tradable is this right now? Because if Bitcoin, just purely thinking about it in terms of like intraday trading, really, so if Bitcoin isn't particularly tradable at the moment, because it does seem to be in a bit of an increasingly narrow range. So how about other altcoins? So Tau here, for that reason, just kind of look at it. So this is narrowed down quite significantly as well, but it's done boink. It's heading up. So we kind of want it to get at least up to that retracement level there, but it's generally looking a bit negative for it, I'd say, because it virtually bottomed out at the bottom of that, the parallel channel that I drew in, and it might hit the top of the Bollinger Band there. Excuse me. It might even bounce off the 55 EMA that's there, and even if it gets through all of that, there's some order volume just there that it's going to struggle to get through, I think. It might bounce off the continuation of that retracement level there, and even after all that, it might just kind of bounce off this bearish retracement level there, and then that's before it's even got to the 50% line of that overall range, from the 1 day and the 2 day and so on, or the 4 hour rather. So turbulent times ahead for Tau, I would say.
It's just a matter
sorry.
It's just a matter of knowing if it's dead or not, isn't it? Really, I mean.
Yeah. I mean, if it kind of creaks its way back up to the top of the somewhere in this upper 50% anyway, then that, and just given how overall that there is quite a downtrend going on there, that's going to be probably quite shortable, I think, because it's probably that level there. It's kind of had that, isn't it? It's kind of bounce once, bounce twice, bounce third time. That might be up and away, but overall that's just so that's awful. So yeah, more likely to break down, I think, than up. Nice that it's got a green background there in any case. So there's a few possible green shoots there. So that's Tau. There was, I think, just for this, I think, was that Scotty saying Pippin just hit the 1 hour bearish retracement. Let's have a quick look. We seem to have adopted Pippin as our mascot a little bit. So this is on the 1 hour. Oh, so it did, yeah. Came up, hit that one, switches off again, and yeah, okay. Interesting how that totally reacted on the 50% point of that, the retracement parallel channel, I guess we could call them. So
Oh, yeah.
bounced off that and came back up again. It's interesting. So, but then, so it's not so much smashed through that one. It's kind of like plopped through it, I suppose, poked through it, and might expect it to come back down because it's been doing that in like that middle one there was a bit doji-ish.
So using Quadzilla, right? If you thought, okay, well that's Pippin's at the 1 hour, that 1 hour bearish retracement there. So now you're thinking, okay, like I want to find out, where the top's going to be, sort of thing. I mean,
yeah.
How could we use Quadzilla for that? Would you drop down to a lower time frame and sort of?
Well, I try to use the lower time frames for like getting a good entry and things, but
I mean, I've just flicked to the 12-minute, and on the 12-minute you're getting like lots of you got a few things really.
Okay. I'll jump to that in just a
okay, sorry.
second. So I'll just go up. That's right. I'll just go up high first, just for a second. So to get the bigger picture, really, obviously. So, wow. Okay. Yeah, that's quite a major statement, isn't it? When you get that kind of bounce with the gigantic wick that's sprung back up. But it's probably going to struggle because it's got to that level of those. So what we're drawing, just drawing kinks and things. Actually, let's do that as a rectangle. So it's got to like this order volume just there, which is already kind of reached into, and I didn't draw it very well. Say there. So it might well just kind of repeat what it's done there and bounce off that and head back down. It's at the top of its thing, whatever it's doing, isn't it? Oh wow, okay. Bullish retracement there. Ooh, double wow. That one came in at the same level as that one, pretty much. And it's also around that order volume just there. That one's around that order volume just there. So, yeah, it seems like there's more down in the immediate future of Pippin than up. So yeah, we talk about the 12 minutes.
Yeah, because you see on the 12-minute, I always think when you get the, I mean, you've had the super down. When was that? That was about an hour ago, wasn't it? You've had the super down, then you're starting to get the trend shields pointing up there. So
yeah.
Normally that's when I get fairly excited about the price turning round, But looking in the past when that's happened, it hasn't actually. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what this thing is and what people. Do people get excited about it when it goes? Yeah.
It depends. So I mean, what are you trying to do with it? Are you essentially scalping it?
I'm not trying to do anything really, but I'm just thinking: is there a short opportunity here, or is it just going to get bought up and go nuts?
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, it looks kind of toppy to me, but if it was an asset I knew, I would say that's probably going to dump now. But it isn't an asset that seems to do anything I want it to.
No. I mean, it's or anyone else for that matter.
Yeah.
It's carving out quite a big range, though, isn't it? Because like kind of from there up to there, maybe. Well, probably the top of that, really. Certainly around there. That sort of thing. I mean, and even back here, that's the top it's reaching, really, isn't it? So it's around about that 0.44.
Yeah.
Delete that. It really is the top of that box, pretty much, more or less. So I think at best it's going to look at maybe poking its head briefly above there, but yeah, it just feels like that's probably I don't know what. Just on daily overall, that's I mean, there's an overall uptrend to it. It's ascending for sure. I mean, that actually looks quite. But even then, I suppose it ascended and now it's in this kind of sideways range.
Yeah.
And kind of where I drew that one in, I could bring that back, and it's kind of that. So it's going to be continuing to bounce, I think, between 0.34 and kind of 0.44, more or less. So probably regardless of what the the project does, and I don't know, whether it's going to have a sudden kind of news-driven launch event and amaze everyone and head up in a straight line, or going to be suddenly rug pulled or something, or whatever. In the meantime, it's just doing its ranging thing, isn't it? So should we look at I think there was, I don't know where it went. Sorry.
Oh, Kaz was talking about XMR and Uni.
Yeah, it's good old Monero. I think it's worth a look. Let's do that. Jummer. Any preferences? Just go Bybit. Perps. Didn't realise they're even still trading it on Bybit. But I guess so. So I guess probably in the sense that you can't own any on Bybit. Maybe they don't have spot on there anymore. But you can trade it.
What, did something happen?
Well, Monero.
Yeah.
Well, it got delisted from a lot of exchanges.
Okay.
Yeah, being a privacy coin. And I think it became very sort of regulated, and there was pressure from the regulators, really, from the powers that be, to all these exchanges to delist it. So and so they did.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's why I'm kind of surprised to still see it on Bybit. But maybe it is that you can't actually buy it; you can just trade it. So anyway, yeah. So what are we on the 12-minute? Should we do a similar thing? Just go to the 4-hour.
Yeah.
And I drew that in before. Why? Maybe it's just fun. I don't know. Actually, let's delete all these. Those are kind of interesting. That halfway point back there, that was obviously doing a thing. The price was reacting with those a bit, and kind of from there across to this one as well, which suggests usually that it's going to continue to be significant. If the price comes back down to the 353, the price of Monero has definitely gone up by quite a lot. It's I remember back when it was like 140-ish. I'm sure, and I think I sold a bag of it then, just thinking like, oh well, this is basically where it's ranging, and it's going to do that for a long time. So I'll put that money into something else that's that might at least go up in the meantime, and then maybe kind of buy back into Monero or swap back into Monero when it shows signs of life again. but I completely missed it. I missed the move. So, but anyway, so
Easily done.
yeah, already on the 4 hour. So I guess we've got a bit of a trend heading up. Not the best drawn trend line, but probably close enough. So touch, and up. Which means that when it hits that, if the trend continues, so that drawing trend lines is never really about identifying a trend, if you know what I mean. It's more about, well, I suppose it is. It's just pointing out here is a trend, and then as long as that trend continues, it might bounce off that. But of course, if it bounces below that, it simply means that trend didn't continue. So,
Yeah.
So it's the trend is your friend until it's not.
Yeah.
So we put in maybe a fib retracement either from there, or maybe from here. If I can find the bottom of it there. I guess up to the top. Does that give us anything? What about there? Probably there. Let's get rid of that now. And just for movements, just like that. So we've got a range. So the 0.618, it kind of hit and bounced off there, down to the 0.382. Then it kind of headed back up, broke above the 0.786. In fact, ranged along it really, and then kind of tried to reclaim it, bounced off, and back down to this range where it's kind of halfway through. So yeah, don't know if that really tells us anything. It's just that, except that it's been in various ranges. So at the moment it's in that range, which is kind of 447 down to 430. So probably a tradable range in itself. 0.3, like 3.5% kind of range. It seems very sort of mid-range at the moment, so probably not a place to long or short just there, unless that felt like that was a reversal.
Okay.
Because it's got like higher lows, and if this is a higher low again, that could just be the next leg up, and if it can break back up into this range, and like have another crack at that, getting above there again, but sort of 469, 470. So should look at ZEC, Zcash, I guess. ZEC. Top one? Don't know really. Oh, that's crypto cap.
I was watching something about this the other day. It was like I think it was like something to do with the US government, and there was some like head of crypto there explaining crypto to other people. I can't remember exactly what it was, but he's saying, we've got Bitcoin, and Bitcoin does this, but it's a bit limited in what it can do. But a much better version is Zcash, and he basically it was just this guy shilling Zcash to the American government, and it was quite bizarre actually. I think it was on it was on Tom Crane's show. I think it was. Okay. It was really bizarre. It was just like, let's just shill one certain coin and say it's better than Bitcoin. It's really odd.
Well, it seems to be. Zcash does seem to be very much liked by governments, certainly the US government, because it has this kind of very open. It's like an open secret that it's that's got this huge backdoor to it in terms of the privacy. So your transactions on Zcash are completely and utterly private and can't be seen by anybody else except the government. and they're quite open about that. That's meant to be a feature. So yeah, that's Zcash. Yeah. So, but hey, yeah, I mean, I guess apart from that, it's digital cash, except the fact that the government can still kind of track exactly what you're doing on it, and yeah, so not digital cash in that sense. So, but yeah, so Zcash is actually. Should I draw my? Sorry, delete my previous drawings on it. So yeah, okay. So on the 4 hour, that is pretty interesting. So that level there, let's draw that in, because it ties in very much with that halfway point again of the parallel channel. This is from that one up to there, which very much suggests that's going to be a level it'll try and get to and might bounce off. So that is 528, 229, and very much just been ranging in the cheap seats, really. And so if we can break above that halfway level, then it's going to be kind of where's the brush? There's the brush. So yeah, so at the moment it's kind of like there in the cheap seats, but if we can break above, then it'll be kind of up above that line. Then it's kind of from there, isn't it? Potentially there, potentially there. So might well see that kind of thing. Obviously over here though. So excuse me. If it started to do that, that'd be very nice and tradable, I think. But overall, yeah, Zcash is looking quite about as healthy as can be, all things considered. Is that one doing there? Where? So yeah, so on its big old ascendancy there, really from like August, September and up, and hit its high sort of into November. Again, bit of a fake out along with everything else, sort of thinking like things are going to... So it didn't even break its all-time high in November. When was that? Oh, actually it did, sorry. So at the end of the first week in November, it reached an all-time high, tried to reclaim it, didn't, fell away, but dropped down to here, bounced off the 55 EMA and kind of doing that ranging. So, and in fact, it's kind of bounced off that retracement level as well, which kind of came in at the top of that part of the range. So, looking like it might head up, I mean, without taking into other things into consideration, like the bigger picture and what Bitcoin's doing and so on, and what the bigger economy is doing, and so on and so on. But purely based on that, on the technicals, that's looking like it might want to head up. It'll come maybe come down to that level, 387, and then up. So don't know really. What about uni? Should we go on to uni?
Yeah. I'll just have a quick preliminary look myself, actually.
Sure. What have you found?
I don't know. Nothing much.
Is this uni as in Uniswap?
I guess so. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gosh, there's quite a lot going on there. I mean, that's on 2-day. That's very rangy, isn't it? Really. So, that's nice. Touched off that line kind of perfectly. Even the fair value level in there, it kind of reacted with it. So it kind of touched off that, bounced away, tried again, bounced away, and then just plopped on through, and then bounced off the basis of that parallel channel, that line, back up. So really that level there. I'll do this. Draw it in as a ray. Sort of continue through, so it kind of became resistance there, and it didn't manage to stay above it, really bounced back down. Then it's been going like, retest along there, not retard, but retest, and then and then up in on the premium, in the premium seats, and eventually kind of smashed its way up through the top of that range. So yeah, anyway, that was kind of rather ancient history back in September, October. But over here, is it doing anything similar now? It's had a similar range through that one. I think part of the reason I drew that one in was just it continued to be touched again. So there was obviously an order block type of situation going on there. The price wanting to return to that level, kind of all the way along, like, long term, ranged along that exact same level there again. Resistance again there, kind of failed to break above and close above it there. Even over here, and so on. So that where did I draw in there? 6.83. So for uni, that 6.83 level is definitely one to watch, because I think it'll continue to react to that level. So okay, that's uni.
Right.
Any others to look at, or?
I wouldn't mind if you had a quick look at Tesla, actually, because
Sure.
because I've just got a feeling that, I don't know if it's not a feeling, but it's so close to $500. I'm just kind of assuming that everybody's got sell orders at $500, and it will just struggle to get there, because it's pretty much all time high now.
Yeah, it's kind of like Bitcoin at 100K, sort of thing. Back when that was the big thing.
Yeah, I don't know, because gold's gone nuts, hasn't it? And silver,
yeah. We should
silver
probably cover
too.
that. Yeah.
Well, kind of, if you like,
Probably
yeah.
platinum as well.
Yeah. In fact, it's probably more interesting than Tesla, actually. But
have a quick look at Tesla. I mean, it's.
I'm still hanging on to my Tesla stock at the moment, and I'm not quite sure what to do. I'm so tempted just to sort of assume that everybody's going to sell at 500, and just kind of wait for that, really. But there again, if I do that, is everyone else going to do that, or people are going to front run that idea and be selling it like 495 or something? I don't know. It's getting very close.
Yeah. Are you worried about the other side of that? Like if it breaks above 500 and you get left behind?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah. But I don't know.
The obvious thing is like selling 30% of it or something. I know that's probably quite a high percent.
Yeah. All the other thing is if it goes to like say 495, then I'll probably set a limit sell at like 490, and then just kind of try and ignore it for a bit.
Yeah.
And then just know that I'll make a bunch anyway. But yeah. I mean, some people are talking about it going up to 700 and stuff. Really, I don't quite know where they get them figures from. But
well, it's like Bitcoin is definitely reaching 250K this cycle, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So people just pluck these numbers out of the air. Yeah. Absolutely. So I mean okay, that level there. I probably should be drawing in like a fib extension for this if we want to kind of have it. If we're talking about like, is it going to hit that 500 level? But having said that, just looking at that, it's so it peaked there before at like 413, say for $414, and kind of reached above it, just poked above it there, just kind of like end of last year, start of this year, and that level then became support along there. So that 417, if it kind of just crashes its way back down, then I could see that 417 being a decent support level if it comes down that far, which it may not. And then these sorts of tops here, I guess, that's then 458, So yeah, just remove those, and I've kind of forgotten how to. I always get it a bit wrong drawing the fib extension, but also where from. That's this kind of thing. So if it's actually, just for a sec, let's do this.
I would have thought the obvious low is, I don't know, you either go back to the start of time or you go to like January 23. I don't know.
And yeah, I was going to say like from the start of that latest impulse move.
Oh, okay, maybe. Yeah. That would make sense. Yeah.
Yeah, and interestingly, retracement level there, bang on at the start of that impulse move too, saying the price is going to go up. That's whoa, okay. There's a video for you.
Yeah.
So looking at this, there's a really weird thing in StreamYard where I want to click a button, but I can't quite see what the button says. So now I'm a bit worried about clicking it.
Where is it?
Oh yeah, hide current comment. That was it.
Oh,
I just realised it. Left that one hanging. It's just saying that'd be a decent video because Quadzilla basically totally caught the start of that big impulse move for Tesla heading up. The chart looks a bit better when it starts off on that. There we go. I mean that one there. So it's, maybe you already did this in a video. I'm not sure. You might have, but that was basically April 25. So when that was up there, this retracement level started drawing. I started plotting and saying like, "Don't worry, the price is going to come down to here." It's like, no, it isn't. No way. And did touched off it twice actually, and then just like launched up again. So closed that one and headed back up. So it was kind of nice. It did like a mini version of that just there as well in 23. So anyway, so there's the extension, is it? Yeah, fib extension. Do you think from there? If I can just remember how to draw these blinking things. So I think you go up to there and then back down, kind of to where it started, I think. And then across. Oh, no. Okay. Oh, maybe that was it. Let's do that. It's drawn them over. That's probably just in the settings, isn't it?
Don't you go in the direction that it's going? So you go from the low to the high.
But yeah, I mean that's kind of what I did.
That's what you did. Sorry. Okay.
Yeah. Let's do it. I'll do it again. So from there up to the top.
Oh, yeah.
Then it's just wet because then you have to draw it back down again. Oh, maybe. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll just do that. Let's draw it across. So. So the next level up would be 673. Was that the kind of the level that people were talking about?
Yeah, it was actually. Yeah, maybe that's where it came from.
Probably, yeah.
Well,
and then above that 954.5. So
Well, I'd be very sorry if I missed that.
Yeah, I mean, fib levels are amazing, really. Just like because that one, actually not so much now zoomed in, to be honest. But yeah, the I get. Oh, in fact, that's a halfway level, so not even a fib. But that one kind of was relevant though, because like the price bounced off that future 0.5 level there, and there again along it. Nice little retracement level, just hiding in plain sight, just in there. But yeah, okay. So that was quite a long time spent on Tesla, wasn't it? What was the interesting thing? Well, was it gold? I guess we're going to look at.
Kind of if you want, yeah. I think it's just up though, isn't it? It's like
yeah. Just it's like watching the like a flyby of whether it's the red arrows or some other things. You sort of wait among a crowd for like hours and hours, then suddenly there's a sort of whoosh, as it's like these specks fly by, like zoom by, and like, oh, blinked, damn it. Well, this next year, then everyone leaves, you know. Sorry, what does that have to do with it? Well, I was thinking of like craning my neck, like looking up into the sky. It's a bit like that, looking at the way that gold is just heading up into the sky. So, there's a connection. So,
did you go somewhere when there was that solar eclipse in like 1998 or whenever it was? Or
yeah.
I went to the north coast of France, which was going to be in the centre of the zone of totality. And it was a cloudy day, and like just before it happened, this massive great cloud came across, and
perfect.
And so totally missed the diamond ring and all that sort of stuff, So it was quite good fun because it all went dark and we were sitting on a cliff, sort of like looking over the sea. It was
with their idiots going like, kind of, whoa, no, saved your life, and things like that, and then accidentally didn't push someone over the edge or something.
No. It was very French. Everyone was sitting around sort of like with baguettes and pieces of cheese and stuff and having a bit of a picnic, It was quite nice, but
and a Pernod, I guess.
No, actually, but wrong time of day. It was a bit early for that. The pastis, l'heure de pastis is more sort of 5 p.m. actually.
Right. Yeah. So yeah, but bleeding neck though. I mean, 4,400. That's. I mean, talk about this about to hit a round number. That's going to rebound off 4,500, isn't it? Surely.
Is it all going to happen at the same time? Like Tesla will get to 500, gold will get to. Oh God, it's. I was, yeah. I missed this one.
Yeah, same to be honest. Because it obviously. Oh, mind you, that's on the monthly. That's why it looks so extreme. But well, it is extreme anyway. So it hit a high of 4,497. So I guess that already happened. Excuse me. It virtually bounced off 4,500. Now at 4,492, and where's it going to go from there? Oh my God, I messed that up. Why did I?
So there's quite a few theories going around about every time that gold does this, it's like the end of humanity, the end of
good times or whatever. Yeah. So something significant is going to happen in the economy or in the world. Yeah. So that those that know are already stockpiling into gold in preparation.
Yeah. What do we think about that?
Probably. I mean, Scotty would have a better idea, I think. But there's all sorts. It could be. I mean, whether it's like people worrying about the possibility of war, but that so much of that just seems like saber rattling and things, and just trying to make people nervous. But yeah, I don't know. Could you imagine though, just Britain going up against Russia in a war? Just like what? Just
Can't imagine.
Don't be silly.
Can't imagine Britain doing anything, to be honest.
No,
and doing it properly.
No. Did you see that? Those footage of some British police people trying to bash in a front door, like they have the big thing that they swing, their battering ram thing, and they're just utterly failing. Took them about 10-15 minutes to get the door open, and a lot of it was them standing around going, "Ooh, we're going to just, ooh, yeah," and it was just embarrassing to watch. It really was. But yeah.
I thought you were going to say, and then one said, "Oh, hang on a minute, the back door's open."
Well, like, have you tried the handle?
Yeah.
Yeah, that kind of that needed a punchline, didn't it?
Oh, it was open all along.
Yeah. Oh, did anyone ring the doorbell? So anyway, that's gold. What's DXY doing? See, yeah, it's this on the 2 hour. Should go to the daily before I do my see. Did that? When did I draw that? I kind of wonder when I drew that line in, that zigzag. Or maybe I was just saying this is what it has done, rather than back here saying it's going to do this. So that would have been something. Yeah. What's on here? Have I got 2 Bollinger Bands on or something? Anyway, so where did I go to the DXY? Oh yeah, so that's down, and it's heading down. I guess we got the GDP coming up in 6 minutes. So we'll have to have something like. Is there a thing that we can look at? I didn't actually research any of that, to be honest, but we could have a quick check. And anyone got any ideas? What a URL for GDP?
I don't know.
P announcement. Announcement. Just website. Gross domestic product. All right, BEA.gov, US Bureau of Economic Analysis. Let's go and have a look at that. I just realised I've done this over here where no one can see it. Let's bring it over. So this is the Bureau of Economic Analysis and GDP for Q2 of 2025, the third, 3.8%. Yes, that's the current 3.8, and I think expected is what 3.1, 3.2, something like that. Yeah, 3.2. So I think the lower it comes in, the better for Bitcoin. Is one of those. So essentially, yeah, I guess. 4 minutes now. Shall I just start talking even slower, then refresh the page with me?
You could do. There was something I was going to ask you about, but I'm just wondering if we can do it in 4 minutes. Probably can, actually.
Yeah, worth a try. Yeah.
Can I just swap to my screen for a moment?
Of course. Yeah.
Okay, so just do that, and then hang on, do that, and then I'm just going to swap that to. Hang on a sec. To this one, because this thing here, right? I bought some of this stock a while ago, right?
Yeah.
And I forgot about it. So they were called predictive oncology, right? They were some sort of like drug prediction type thing, biotech type thing.
Yeah,
And now, and basically, I looked for the ticker the other day, which is POAI,
yeah,
and it wasn't there, but it seemed that, and I thought, oh, that's weird. So I went to my
yeah.
trading 212 thing and realised I all of a sudden I had some stock with the ticker AGPU, I think it is,
Right.
which AGPU, this one here, and it seems
Axe compute. Okay.
so they've changed from being some sort of drug prediction to more of a MicroStrategy type idea. Like just as far and they've also given given themselves like,
As in cloud infrastructure.
well, as in we're just gonna I don't know really. I don't know what they do now, but it's right. So plans to make the world class AI compute accessible to, I don't know, sort of providing AI type thing. Well, it did say AI driven. I suppose it's not changed that much, but anyway. But the actual chart for it, which I'll try and get up before the half past thing. Right. So the chart for it is completely nuts, because well, hang on.
Oh, what?
Yeah, I know. So you think what happened? What happened there? So what happened
Was
there?
that on the date of the rename, the rebranding?
No, it wasn't. That was back in September.
Okay.
And I didn't
When did you
actually.
buy the shares?
I actually bought them in October.
Oh, okay. Right. Yeah.
So I I didn't actually realise this thing had happened here actually,
Yeah.
which is, I mean,
Somebody didn't do their due diligence.
well, at least it didn't buy here,
No, true. Yeah. Yeah. Oh,
But
yeah.
anyway,
You definitely bought at the right place. Luckily.
well, yeah, but but it's not a lot. It's only a few hundred quid's worth. But like,
Yeah.
I'm slightly down actually though. But how do you make sense of this kind of thing? I mean, it's obviously, they've made a lot of changes in the company. They've done some sort of stock split,
Right.
and why does this chart look so horrible? Is that
As in, like, nobody's buying or selling it. I assume.
is that what it is? Is that why it's all like
Well,
that?
usually, yeah. It's just like if because it has a lot of gaps, isn't it? Yeah.
No.
It's usually like there's just low order volume, I think.
Anyway, enough of that. Let's have a quick look at the S&P 500. Flick back to your screen if you want, but just going to see if this does anything, because it is half past now. So I go actuals. Oh, okay. So the actual was 4.3. So it's higher. So that's bad for Bitcoin, isn't it?
Unfortunately, that's terrible, especially because it was forecast for 3.2, which means that was probably priced in, which means that yeah. Shall I jump back to
yeah. I can get rid of me if you want.
Just thinking, like, actually, where's me there? So yeah, jumps back to Bitcoin on this. So if that's the case, then this is going to plummet probably. So yeah, maybe Scotty's saying sideways for Christmas. Then quite possible. No Santa rally. See, Santa is now at home claiming benefits. Yeah, and yeah, either sideways for Christmas or down, for Christmas and into the new year. So that's really unfortunate, and also probably a bit unfortunate for the Republicans. I think if the GDP is that. Oh no! Sorry, no. That's good, isn't it? It's my mistake. Yeah, it's good for the economy.
Your mistake is our entire audience have just sold all their everythings.
Yeah. So, whoops. So can you undo that? So, gosh, yeah. So good for the economy. GDP is up, like higher than expected. Everyone is expecting, I guess, the economy to shrink. Excuse me. But probably that just means that there might be less likelihood of another rate hike, maybe.
Yeah.
Potentially. So yeah, I think that anyway. I've dropped down to lower time frame for that because it has been sort of climbing, isn't it? So possibly at 2:30 on the New York Open, we might well see Bitcoin just kind of drop a lot then, and maybe also at 2 o'clock, which is in half an hour, when the automated trading bots kick in the US. Excuse me. We might see kind of a drop then too. So yeah, I mean, well, there's certainly going to be volatility, as I put it that way. Not much has really happened yet. I suppose in Europe, we're probably just a little bit less bothered about the US goings-ons, but that some market reaction to that will definitely kick in the next half an hour to an hour.
Right.
And looking at that, so this is now on the 3-minute. Bitcoin kind of holding strong above that retracement level of, can't see it, 87.5. Currently there, 87.8. Could well see just down. It might drop below there. Because I'm just thinking that there's kind of that level just there, sort of wobbly. If it kind of did that, and then kind of went back, maybe just because that level tends to suggest that the price is going to bounce below it and then back up. But I don't know. Maybe down to there as well. Something along those lines might happen.
Okay.
Unless traders didn't get the memo that it's meant to be bad for Bitcoin, and it might hit that halfway. Funny, that halfway level, the fair value level again, it's not far off that level there. So I did one of my famous wobbly lines, just brings it to that level. Then might see it do that, bounce off that, then either back down or or whatever, up to that retracement level there, 88.5. So it might come up and hit that level and then down. Given that, let's see.
Looks like the intro to Dad's Army.
Yeah, that's true. So basically, yeah. Who do you think you're kidding? Yeah. So my TA from that is it could do any one of these things.
Yeah, that's clear in my mind now. Right.
That's certainty, isn't it? Yeah, that's what we need at the moment.
He could do one of my sort of exactly as almost predicted. Yeah.
Well, yeah. Just come up with 10 or 20 predictions.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be quite something if none of those happens. To be honest,
it did exactly what I said would happen as long as that did that.
Yeah. Oh, there it goes. Okay, it's reacted. Down through there. Should take that to the 1 minute. It'd be a bit more entertaining.
Okay.
Do-do-do.
So far, is it good?
Oh, that's lovely. So another retracement level there on the 1 minute, and it did react to it, didn't it? Came down. It's kind of wobbling around that level. which means that there's obviously there's order volume just there that's probably been taken out. Now it's going to smash through, I suspect.
Cool.
Wowee. So that's it's totally taken out that retracement level, but it's continuing. Oh yeah, there it goes. Oh, another one down there actually. So it's 87.2. So there are obviously some traders who just weren't hitting refresh on that website often enough. So,
Yeah. That's weird, that delay though, isn't it? Sort of like things normally happen like on the minute, you know.
yeah, definitely. And if there is a delay, then for the bots to kick in, it would usually be at some round number type of time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Go on, dump a bit more.
oh, interesting. So at least that retracement level came true then. So when had the long time up, down, and then back up. So when that one went true. That one's just about to come true, but it kind of needs the price to head back a bit more, really. So it went down below that one and sort of back up. That one's still waiting to come true.
So I'm obviously looking on a different time frame, aren't I? So let's see.
Yeah.
That's the 1 minute, yeah.
Yeah. Maybe I'll zoom out a bit. It's kind of fun looking at the 1 minute. Should we look at it on the 30-second?
Go on, you crazy lad.
Yeah. Whoa. Okay. Well, that's like a old, 1980s arcade game or something. Scrambler. So. Very retro. See, on the 30-second, it's kind of climbing up. So it's it finished off that the bearish retracement level just there. Hit that one again. I guess we could probably. Have I actually got Bollinger Bands twice in there? I don't know. Let's add them in just there. But yeah, so far it has done nothing like any of the arrows that I drew in. Although there's still time.
Well, it's gone down,
but it's recovering, isn't it? Yeah,
it is. Yeah, which is a bit strange.
Yeah, unless that it's doing its continuation bear flag thing. It could be that. Boop, boop, boop.
Oh no, it's going down again now.
Yeah, because the that lower part of the Bollinger Band is like all the way down there now, the standard deviation. So
so what do you reckon?
Everything is racing down.
So what do you reckon in something like 87 for a bottom? Could be anywhere.
Yeah, forgot, because watching it on these like subatomic time frames is always a bit mesmerising, but doesn't really tell you very much. Oh, nice! It did tell us that it broke above that retracement level, which is nice. Let's go to 12 at least, and now switch off the BBs. So, should I get rid of my scribbles? I wanted to see if any of them would come true, but I could hide them.
Well, we can always,
so just looking for a level for it to head down to. Sorry, say again?
We could always, play a bit of the live stream and say, look, it was exactly what you said happened.
It's true. Exactly one of these came true,
Yeah.
more or less. So, so 85.7 is a potential level for that to come down to, according to the 12-minute. Is that, and then 85, 84.5. So, yeah, to be honest, anywhere down there. Oh, and also that the kind of drew in that the retracement parallel channel. Could that be a name for this, for that feature? I don't know really. It's a bit
The
of a mouthful.
retracement parallel channel.
Yeah.
Something like
Retracement
that.
channels, I guess.
That's what you called it in the current preview.
Actually, it is, isn't it? Yeah. So I guess that's the name then.
Well,
to rewrite it. Yeah.
it didn't seem to be undescriptive to me, so
No.
that's good.
Yeah. So, just going to draw in. So that halfway point there, the fair value zone, line, whatever, level. It didn't let me draw in a ray. Why not? Try again. Let's do that way. Just drawing that, bang on that. I didn't know. What did I draw? Oh, the wrong type of ray. Sorry. Newbie alert. Horizontal ray. That one. Oh, it did do it. Okay. I don't know what the rest of that stuff was about. So, grown men don't cry until they get into crypto. Well, we put the cry into crypto, I think.
I like that.
Yeah. I mean, Bitcoin's definitely doing that at the moment. So, that halfway level there, this is on the 12 minutes still, so it kind of predicted this area of order volume that the price then kind of ranged through until it kind of like broke that formation. So always worth keeping that in mind, because let's talk about that where the price just sort of always wants to come back to, gets a homeostasis and gets back to that midpoint. And when it does, it quite often just stays there until it breaks formation again and then heads off. So like, the market finds an imbalance and rises or falls away from that fair value level. So
It's having a bit of a bounce now.
nice. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, so that's on the 12. So we think about if it did head down. So on the 1 hour now, that's so you mean, so that's 84.4 was that kind of pivot point there, which was God, I read that as December the 25th, but yeah, the 18th of December potentially might drop. So yeah, there's a probability, quite a high probability, that it'll drop through that retracement step 3, which is at 86.4, I think. And if it does, it might bounce off that area or react with it, 85.5, before coming down to there again. It might. I suspect it won't. Or in this particular move, I don't think it'll get down to there necessarily. I suspect it might drop to there and rebound from there, hopefully. But we'll see, because at 2 o'clock or probably 2:30, probably 2:30, we might well see a massive capitulation down. That's probably more likely, I think. Just all this dilly dallying around here and dithering, it's just going to it's going to do that, isn't it? Probably. Maybe between those two levels, like with that one. Maybe if it doesn't drop even further, because that's the GDP was just so far off what was expected.
Was, wasn't it?
Yeah, but we shouldn't complain too much, even though it's a bleeding pain in the arse for the Bitcoin price. But it is good for the economy, the US economy.
Yeah.
So there's that. So, in which case, I wonder how the S&P is doing. Well, probably not much yet. We'll find out pretty soon. I guess we'll see. Certainly lighting up red, getting a red background on that one, so it's potentially an overbought up there. How about oh yeah, I haven't got gold on there. Let's go to gold. Is that reacted? That's just still on the weekly. Yeah, gold is just very busy being gold, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like yeah. I'm not bothered about that.
Yeah. Yeah, didn't care anyway.
Yeah.
What about platinum? Can I just put in plat as?
I've never looked at platinum ever, don't think.
What could I put there? Would it just be in futures? Platinum futures. So this is still on the 1 hour, but wowee. Okay. That's on a bit of a roll. An uphill roll.
How come no one's talking about platinum then? Or are they?
Well, I think it's more that. Oh, a friend sent a message about it. I'm just going to see what he said about it, because then I can maybe crib that a bit. So, now he's sending other interesting things that I can't mention here, because the channel would get banned. Invesco Physical Markets PLC, or SPAP, Physical Palladium ETC. What is so GBP share price? Palladium in last year. Invesco Physical Palladium. Look on Hargreaves Lansdowne, I think. Oh, sorry, yeah, maybe this year. Change. So, yeah, 6.3% up, which is probably a thing. But why? Sorry, I'm mumbling while I'm looking through it.
All right.
So, yeah, there's been a supply side collapse. So South Africa produces about 70% of global platinum and significant palladium/modium. Persistent operational issues, power problems, and cost cutting have crimped output for 3 consecutive years. Excuse me. Platinum is facing its 3rd consecutive annual deficit, presumably in supply, and rhodium has been in deficit for the same period. Refined stockpiles are at multi-year lows. So, ouch. Automakers badly misjudged EV adoption. That's a separate thing, I think. Oh no, sorry, no, because EVs are like in heavy demand, aren't they? Hence, I suppose Tesla just going up and up and up, etc. The industry bet heavily on rapid EV penetration, and ran down PGM inventories on the assumption they'd need less for catalytic converters. Consumer EV adoption has been much slower than forecast. Okay, so not so good. Instead, hybrid and ICE vehicle production is surging. They all need catalytic converters loaded with platinum, palladium, and rhodium. Okay, so they that's interesting. So it's the EVs don't use as much platinum, but they're needed in the catalytic converters.
That's right. Yeah.
So I guess it sounds like you could have told me that.
Um, yeah, I just hadn't really thought about it, but yeah,
Yeah.
no.
So
I know there's some expensive metals in catalytic converters because that's why people steal them. You know.
okay. Yeah. Then turn them into cool like Doctor Who outfits and things like that.
I
Pretend to be
think that
Cybermen.
I think they're worth quite a lot of money, to be honest. You know,
Yeah.
yeah. It was absolutely rife a couple of years ago. You know, people were just getting in the car and then starting the engine and like thinking, "What's happened there?" And like, you know, the whole catalytic converter has just been taken. You know,
Bloody hell. Yeah. So,
yeah.
but yeah. So essentially, there's there's been a ongoing supply squeeze then of platinum and palladium and so on, and rhodium, and an absolute expansion in demand then, because I prefer gas guzzlers. I prefer petrol engines, or diesel or whatever. Just
If I could park in my driveway and I could have solar panels on the roof of my house that would charge the car up for everything I needed, then I'd be happy to just do that. But that's not going to happen because I haven't got solar panels on my roof and I haven't actually got a driveway, so that's not going to happen. So I'm going to stick to my 10-year-old diesel Jeep. There you go.
Fair enough. If it continues to work, then
yeah.
Probably easier to just. I guess you can do like. I don't know if you do like self repairs on it, or at least take it to the local garage, to the local mechanic, and they can.
Yeah, pretty much.
Do that. Yeah. China is adding fuel. China launched platinum futures on the Guangzhou Futures Exchange recently, which is pulling physical metal east, I suppose. Yeah, it's being a bit colloquial, really, and creating new speculative and investment demand on top of industrial shortfall. Tighter Chinese emissions standards require more PGM loading per vehicle, not less. Yeah, amplifying the squeeze. So I was going to say like, so buy platinum, but it's probably more just so should have bought platinum. I think last, I probably got to finish actually. Silver futures. So on the 1 hour, looks like that reacted rather positively to the economy news. Or is it just that silver is always going to go up? It's I'm actually on silver. Yeah, silver futures. I don't react down at this sort of level quite well. How's Bitcoin doing? Not so well.
No.
Well, it's kind of held its level, isn't it? At least, so not the worst. But yeah. I think I'm probably done. I think I've run out of things to talk nonsense about. So.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to have to pop off actually. I obviously was here a bit longer than I'm normally on a Tuesday, and which has been nice. Anyway, yeah. Right, we didn't really have a chance to share anything or anything, but we could do it. Am I on my own tomorrow? I probably am, aren't I?
I think possibly. I see quite likely, unfortunately. But one thing I did want to quickly mention was, I mean, obviously you get Quadzilla, because we've been seeing a lot of Quadzilla in the charts we've just been going through, and some of the you could kind of see a lot of the price levels and so on that it calls are just weirdly, uncannily spot on. So it'll make you a profitable trader. And also, just to briefly mention, whatever, I don't care. I switched adverts off in Brave. Why does it show me? Oh no, it's just down to Brave. Oh well, anyway. So instead of showing me adverts, it's just showing me adverts for Brave. So
Oh.
anyway, got a website, yay, maftopia.com.
Oh,
So
okay.
yeah, and it's on WordPress, so it's still a bit of a work in progress. Got to line things up properly and so on. But
What theme are you using?
I started with the basic thing,
Mhm.
and like whatever built-in one it was, I can't remember, and then just heavily customized it.
Okay.
So I'm trying to use the same fonts like throughout, for example, in consistent colours and so on. But essentially, it's just very, very basic. Pretty much just like a single column thing
Yeah,
in a big scrolly page.
that's all
So
right.
kind of a placeholder, but it's a placeholder that'll probably just stay exactly like that for forever now.
Forever. Yeah.
Yeah, and so on. So do head over to maftopia.com and don't know, bookmark it. It's never going to change, but bookmark it anyway, and it gives you the links to the different things and so on. And there you go. So I found something to shill, even if it's just very
Your
self-serving.
own stuff,
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Kaz is saying the Quadzilla announcement wasn't there.
Oh, good point. You didn't let us get away with that one, did you?
No, I was hoping like nobody had mentioned it. I didn't have a brief discussion with you first, actually, because you turned up at like 1 minute before the bell went, and
Or less. Yeah, to be honest, I was
one
like bang
second,
on the
wasn't it?
second.
About it was
Yeah.
like right, going live.
Go, go, go. Yeah. Yeah. So, but well, we made a promise, didn't we? So was it the release date? Because there was the announcement for the announcement.
Can we still go for Christmas Day?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay, there you go. Right, so the announcement is you will get it for Christmas on Christmas morning.
Day. Not necessarily morning, but it'd be on Christmas Day.
On Christmas Day, sometime on Christmas Day. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Probably will be in the morning, actually.
Well,
So,
I'm going out at midday, so might.
It'd be the morning then. Yeah.
So, but there again, I won't be out all day. So, yeah, okay. Sometime on Christmas Day. There you go. That's when it's going to happen. All right.
Yeah. Righty-ho. Okay.
All right. I think we're
Switch
done.
Quadzilla. Yeah. Yeah. All done.
So, do get Quadzilla.
Please.
I think everyone's got it here, though. I think everyone.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe buy a second license. Actually.
Yeah. Oh, tell a friend. Bring a friend.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
If you work somewhere, like as in you have work colleagues, and family. Oh, tell family over Christmas if you don't mind about Quadzilla and about that other thing I was kind of shilling just then. All of that stuff, all of the things. Tell all of the people about all of the things would be great.
Is that what people talk about?
At the Christmas dinner table?
Yeah, yeah.
Well, yeah. So,
I'd
have you
like
heard
it
of this
if you did.
amazing indicator called Quadzilla? Why, no, tell me all about it, little Timmy.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe we should just do VR headsets and that's it.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, well, yeah, because just start shilling those. Yeah.
Yeah. It's probably easier, but I don't know. Anyway. But,
Yeah.
well, I better go before I just degenerate into absolute nothing. But,
Yeah, sure.
all right.
Just very sensible comment from Scotty though, just to end with. Sensible, but that's brilliant. That's good, isn't it? Amazing. So we won't have any. Gosh, I hope none of the elderly farmers actually did, like self-terminate, self-delete, or whatever. Because, but there was such a lot of attention on this, wasn't there, on the farmers' inheritance tax, particularly. That they kind of had to do something. Cause it just.
I didn't even know about that, actually.
What about the farmers' inheritance tax thing?
No.
Well, I think they'd always been kind of exempt from inheritance tax, as everybody should be, because what does it have to do with any government just
really.
But anyway, yeah. So, but they basically said that, and it's been going on for a while. They're saying farmers, like farming families, essentially in the UK would be liable for inheritance tax. But it meant that the grown up kids who kind of inherit the farm, when the parents have bought the farm, so to speak, then they would then be liable for kind of like gazillions of pounds of inheritance tax, which they wouldn't be able to pay, obviously. Right. So they would be forced to sell the farm to some giant, probably European farming conglomerate. And so it's been a huge thing, hence all the tractor protests in London and so on.
Right.
So it's kind of what that was all about, mainly. So, but yeah, if they've actually done a U-turn, that's amazing.
That is good news.
Yeah.
Nice.
Probably, yeah. Find out on the next Clarkson's farm, I guess. About all that. So,
yeah. Cool. All right. Thank you very much for everything you've done today, Maff, and thank you to everyone who's come along. Please do give the stream a like. I think you probably all are subscribed, but if you're not, make sure you are. I'll be back tomorrow, same time, and that'll be Christmas Eve, won't it? So it's all happening.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, take care, everyone, and don't have too many mince pies. And
no, do have too many mince pies. It's
okay,
important.
right, okay, but make sure they're homemade mince pies. And
actually, good point.
And not full of chemicals. Anyway, all right. Thanks. That's goodbye from me then.
Yeah. Likewise.
See ya. Take